Epilepsy is a disease that affects the brain. 60% of the time, the cause of this disease is unknown, but it is theorized that it is hereditary. However, some cases are due to injuries to the brain and birth defects. The disease manifests itself in the form of seizures, which can vary from small, brief spasms to long, uncontrollable fits. Seizures caused by epilepsy can potentially affect memory during a seizure or after one has taken place, but it depends on which part of the brain has been affected. Some epileptics deal with seizures that affect all of the brain. These are called generalized seizures, while others have partial seizures that only affect part of the brain. The reasons for memory loss during a seizure is if it affects the temporal or frontal lobes of the brain, as they govern visual memories, verbal memories, and prospective memories. The worst seizure an epileptic can possibly have is called a tonic-clonic seizure, as it involves loss of consciousness, violent shaking, and stiffening. It is a generalized seizure, and is the most common depiction of a seizure. People who have epilepsy can suppress the disease with medication and other treatments. It affects an estimated 65 million people worldwide and is the fourth most common neurological problem, outmatched only by migraine, stroke, and Alzheimer's disease. There are many myths and misconceptions about epilepsy. It is physically impossible for someone to swallow their own tongue during a seizure, and despite how movies portray seizures, the victims do not gain enhanced strength while having a seizure. In fact, only about 1 in 20 epileptics suffer from sensitivity to flickering light or photosensitive epilepsy. They can also manifest themselves in the form of bizarre behavior, such as repeating the same word, undressing, or screaming. Epilepsy is a disease that has plagued the world throughout history. In ancient times, people with epilepsy were once thought to have the power of prophecy, but this was debunked around 400 BC. It is also known that many famous historical figures have suffered from epilepsy, including Napoleon Bonaparte, Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar, and even great historical scientists such as Isaac Newton and ancient philosophers such as Aristotle and Pythagoras.